Let's go. In 3, in 2, Negative Molnia. Come through for me, pretty please, for the Gungnir. In 1. Let's do it. What up everybody, you already know what's going on by the title of the video. Today I am going to be attempting the #1 Gungnir once again. I say once again because this absolute magic happened in 2020 where I put 1 Negev into a contract and guess what? It paid off. I actually hit the 10% for the #1 Gungnir in the entire world. And as you can see, it is still the #1, 000169, so I don't think it's ever really going to be beaten at this stage. And just to prove that I did craft it, there we go, it's my little cat picture. And the reason it's never really going to be beaten at this stage, unless by some absolute maniac like myself, is that all of these inputs, all of these negatives, everything needed to make the #1 just does not exist anymore. I contacted this guy for the #1 negative, he doesn't have it anymore. I contacted this guy, he used them all, he doesn't have it anymore. And I'm friends with this guy, he used it, he doesn't have it anymore. I don't think there's a single Negative Molnia actually from the top 10 that even exists. I think they've all been deleted from the game, therefore the Gungnir is basically impossible at this stage. But basically impossible is something I love to hear, because basically means there's still a glimmer, a little glimmer of hope. If we check out my #1 Gungnir container, I have literally been collecting and crafting these items for so long just to attempt this video. In order to get once again another shot at the #1 Gungnir, we're gonna have to craft a Negative Molnia. Therefore I have been collecting semi-low floats from the restricted category from the Norse collection, obviously, and I have to mix these in with all these other amber phase that I've also been crafting, these 000s. Looking up the prices on Buff real quick, you guys don't want to know how much this is going to cost me. Each of these fillers alone are like $200. This quad 07 is going to be way more, but I have a lot of other items that have considerably better floats. This is a 0006, this is a 0008, this is a 0007, this is a 0007. I worked out the only way I could actually possibly craft a Negative Molnia with the low enough float to put into another 10% contract for the shot at the #1 Gungnir was to structure my trade ups like this. 3 from the Norse collection, 7 from just random fillers, giving us a 30% at a Negative Molnia with a semi-decent float. This float won't be anywhere near enough for a #1 contract, because if I put in obviously 5 000 and then 5, then the outcome would just be a 0005, which isn't going to beat the #1. So if I manage to craft one of these negatives, I then have to use even more ridiculous float fillers with like 4 zeros in, which are very, very expensive, just to try and get the shot at the 10%. This is the reason why nobody does this, by the way. Let's get all of these very expensive items that I can't even find these items. Literally, you cannot find them online. I've been having to craft pretty much every single filler. If I actually use some of my very, very low float Norse collections here with the 000s in instead of the 002s, then I actually have a 40% chance at a Molnia. I can already start to feel my heart beating that little bit faster. This is our very first contract. It's going to be our only 40% because we're using our lowest float items from the Norse collection. If we don't manage to hit a single one of them, we have to maybe come back another day and restart this video. I won't be giving up, but it's going to be very, very hard and take a lot of time to actually try and collect all of these skins with these floats again, because as I said, I crafted every single filler from this. So there's nothing left to do but count it down, right? In 3, in 2, in 1, 40% for a Negative Molnia. Pretty please, Gaben. Pretty please. The 10%. Oh, that couldn't have gone worse. Could not have gone worse for that 10%. It is so sad putting in all of these fillers into the contract that I've just been collecting for so incredibly long, especially if it gives me another 10%. P250 Franklin. Okay, let's do it for the 30% Molnia. I say 30% Molnia, but actually I have a cheeky little Midnight Lily in here, which we could get an MP9 Wild Lily, which I wouldn't be too sad with either, so let's do it for the 30%. I have a feeling it might just be an R8 Amber Revolver Fade, and this is going to be like the saddest video ever. So 3, 2, 1, boom, Negative Monier. Guess what it is? 2 contracts down, a hell of a lot of money already burned. Another shot at the Mjolnir. Also a shot at the Mag 7 Cinquedia. That would be amazing from the Canals collection. If we manage to hit that, I think I'll sell it, because no low float Cinquedias exist either in the whole game, and then I can sell it, and then I can try and get some more of these, and that would be sick. Or I am praying finally that this one comes through for the Negev. Let's go. In 3, in 2, in 1. Anything but a P250 Franklin or an R8 Amber Fade. Please, man. Please, man. I am getting so sad. I think this is our very last shot at it, and we're having to put in crazy floats. Quad 0 and then a 4. Our storage unit is literally completely empty and destroyed after this. How quickly months and months and months of work has gone right here, and they've just all been turned into R8s as well. Very final shot. If we don't hit it, coming back another day, and we're trying to make that Negev, no matter how incredibly painful it is. So this one is a 30%. Let's go. Little countdown, shall we? In 3, in 2. Please show me that Negev, man. In 1. Pretty please, Gaben. Negev. Well, I just single-handedly destroyed most of the higher tier Norse collections that weren't in the classified, the restricted. They're all gone now. So if you guys are holding on to anything from the Norse collection, I think that's a good investment. P250 Franklin, ×2 R8 Revolver Fade, ×2 Gungnir storage unit is looking very sad. That's not going to stop us trying to achieve our dreams. Time to switch over to Ed from the future. Let's do it. Alright, so it's a couple of days later, and I think I might have cracked it. Ever since I filmed the first part of this video, I have been obsessively trying to craft restricted items from the Norse collection, even starting at just the industrial grade and working my way up. I happened to get quite lucky with quite a few of these, which is perfect. And now, look at this. 0008. But cream of the crop that I crafted right here is a 00009. Now, with these low floats that I managed to craft, I can actually construct a trade-up contract that gives me an 80% for a Negev Mjolnir with a good float usable for a shot at the #1 Gungnir. In fact, I crafted so many of these that even if my 80% shot happens to fail, I will be so upset if it does. But if that does manage to fail, we have a 40% shot. I honestly dread to think how much something like this with 4 zeros would be. Gonna have to make sure I got all of these floats correct. Imagine putting in this much work and then just putting in one wrong item in the contract. It's looking pretty good. So we have an 80% at a 0005 Negev Mjolnir. This should be the #1 Negev Mjolnir lowest float in existence if we manage to craft it. However, we have a 20% 1-2 at the P250 Franklin. That would be very sad. It wouldn't necessarily be the end of the world, because we have that 40% contract that we could do afterwards to get a fairly suitable Negev Mjolnir. But we would love this one to hit, Gaben. I hope you're listening to me, Gaben. We'd love it. So there's nothing left to do but count it down, right? In 3, in 2, in 1. #1 float, Negev Mjolnir, in existence. Pretty please, Gaben. Let's go! Yes! Let's go! Finally! I was scared for that 80%. I was super scared for it. 00053, lowest Negev Mjolnir in existence. We did it! So happy and relieved that we don't have to rely on that 40% for an even higher float Negev Mjolnir. This is sick. The new #8 Negev Mjolnir in existence. But I say in existence, every single one of these top 10 is already gone from existence. They've already been deleted. So literally, this is the lowest float Negev Mjolnir in the entire world. Now, what would be a sensible thing for me to do at this stage would be to keep it. Something like this is incredibly hard to craft, as you probably know by now watching the video. Let's head into our #1 lowest ever storage unit. and let's get out some crazy items to accompany our Negev in this contract. I crafted this bad boy the other day. Super low flow oxide oasis, and I think that we could chuck this in here too and get a shot at the Desert Hydra #1 at the same time. Why not, right? And maybe we'll put this Desert Eagle Hypnotic in as well that I crafted. Incredibly low flow. So actually, if we manage to hit the Orb Fade, which we would not like, it would be the #2 Orb Fade. If we actually managed to hit the Orb Lightning Strike, it would be the #4 Orb Lightning Strike. However, if we hit the Gungnir, that would be absolutely ridiculous. If we hit the Orb Desert Hydra, ridiculous. If we hit the Gold Arabesque, ridiculous. And then we got our old classic favourite friend here, who made us show up again. This is what it looks like. Months and months and months of work. So much money, you don't even want to know. All of these Quad Zero fillers. Been collecting them since what feels like the dawn of time, and essentially this is only going to give us a 30%. That's something incredibly sick. This contract alone has got to be like 7, maybe 8 grand, I'm guessing. So please slap that like button, pretty please. I really need your good vibes. I really need your luck right now. If we hit any of these, any of the first 3, they're all going to be Quad Zero covert items. The best. They're just going to be the best you can possibly get. Let's just do this, shall we? Like, I'm just talking about it way too much. I'm not doing it. It is time to actually push the button. Alright? Let's give it a countdown, guys. Please pray with me. Please. Let's go for the 30%. The 10% at the #1 Orb Gungnir, which would just be unreal. My heart's beating. You're about to see me very upset. Or very, very happy. Oh my god! Let's go. In 3, in 2, Negev Molnir. Come through for me. Pretty please. For the Gungnir. In 1. Let's do it. It hit the 10%. It hit the 10%. And it wasn't a 10% that we were after. That is so sad, dude. We created the #1 Negev Molnir and we destroyed it. Just like this. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I will not be attempting a #1 Gungnir ever again, I'm afraid. I'm going to try and not get too demotivated. It doesn't help that YouTube actually demonetizes any trade up video whatsoever, which is just annoying. Doesn't really fuel me to make them, especially when they don't get promoted and when you don't get any money for making them either. So I literally just do all of this for you guys, for the content, for the community, and I couldn't be happier with that because that's what it should all be about anyway at the end of the day. I will, however, be attempting the #1 Orb Desert Hydra and the #1 Gold Arabesque. It's all going to be in one video, and it's going to be absolutely insane, that video. So let's set a like goal on this video. 25, which is ridiculous. We're not going to hit 25,000 likes, but 25,000 likes, and I will finally do that contract that I've been putting off for a very long time, which could result in a Quad Zero Desert Hydra, could result in a Quad Zero Gold Arabesque. If you want to see that trade up video, please smash that like button. I hope everybody enjoyed the video today. 99% of success is failure, so we just got to keep trying. We've got to keep trying. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Catch you in the next one.